Bianca, it's great to be here with you.
Thank you so much. It's so great to be here with you today.
Why don't you start off by telling us about yourself?
Well, my name is Bianca Gates. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Birdies, and I am a wife of one and a mom of two, a 12-year-old daughter and a 9-year-old son.
So you haven't always been a CEO. You were also an employee at one point. So how have your managers best supported you through your parenting journey?
Yeah, not only have I not ever been a CEO, I've actually never been a manager of people. So this was a real steep learning for me. First time founder, first time manager, first time CEO. It's been a wild journey. But I have learned a lot in my career, having worked for amazing managers and also not so amazing managers. And for me, it's taught me, what amazing managers do. And how I feel when I'm working with those amazing managers and how I feel when I'm working for managers who, I feel like just don't have my best interest in mind. And I think the best managers take a look at each person as an individual and tries to understand, what their goals are, what their priorities are, what their needs are, what their skill sets are, and leans into those things that are important to them. And so it's a constant dialogue with the person. I think less so as what is your managerial type? And more, the best managers I've worked for have been chameleons. They sort of evolve to meet the teammate that's on their team to where they need to be met versus having the team meet them. I have found that has worked best for myself. And I try to exude those qualities now as a leader in my own organization.
You're a real proponent of women helping women. So what are some of the policies that you've implemented in your own company?
Well, first of all, just having that philosophy, that mission that we have at Birdies, which is to lift up women. We always say that, we're making a great pair of flats to help women soar to new heights. And so we live our mission both externally and internally. And so every day we're thinking about how can we make her life better, easier, awesomer. And it evolves every day as new things sort of come up. And, we support women where they need the best support. So, I always say work is not just Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. And being a wife and a mother and a friend is not in the evenings and on weekends, right? Life is fluid, both professionally and personally. And so understanding that, a mom may want to see her child play in a soccer game at 3:00 on a Wednesday, or might want to lead the carpool to wherever, the kids are venturing out on a Tuesday at 11 a.m. Obviously the doctor's appointments that come up, it's very important to be there to check on those milestones. Those don't happen in the evenings and on weekends. And so we want to give people the space that they need to live their best lives and bring their best lives to work. That also means that at times we are working, after hours on the evenings and weekends, but that tends to work well with a lot of working moms to have a more fluid schedule than such a rigid schedule that they can't feel like they're being their best selves either at work or at home.
That's great. Do you have advice for other CEOs in fostering the kind of environment that supports women?
I think it's, you really have to believe it and you really have to live it. I think it's one thing to say we're mission driven. It's one thing to say that we believe in women, we care for women. But I think that's sort of that's like what happens after you've done the work. You can sort of claim that. And so, I think for us as women, just understanding that maybe we work differently and maybe we speak differently than our male counterparts, and accepting what we bring to the table, even though it might sound different or feel different or look different. It doesn't mean that it's worse or frankly even better. It's just, it's a unique perspective. And so we need to acknowledge those unique perspectives. And at times it can make people feel really uncomfortable. Why is this person leaving the office every day at 3:00? Why can't I? And I think it's just having a broader conversation around what works best for each individual person, supporting that, cheering each other on. And I think that fosters a really good culture. And I think it invites more perspectives, more people, more diversity to a company that ultimately, as we all know, makes a company thrive and a lot stronger. And as we like to say now, more profitable. which is the big buzzword we are speaking about internally these days.
Well, this was fabulous. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat.
Oh, this was so much fun. Thank you, Cindy.